So I usually don't make videos like this because most of my videos are just a reflection of what I think of the game. I will let you know throughout commentaries or live comms or streams over there on my second channel, whatever it is, I will break down different things about the game that I like, that I don't like during those videos or streams. But I'm still getting asked this question a lot, and I think it might have something to do with so many people are talking about how this game is a DLC. You got all these content creators out here like myself breaking down how there's nothing original right now in this game. So I'm getting asked just way more than years past. Should I buy this game? Do you think it's worth my money? So I'm going to give my quick little review in this video, and I'm not going to get into too much detail with it. I'm not going to break down the creator class, what I like, what I don't like about it, this feature, that feature. I will break down problems within these modes, but just overall just kind of tell you what I think of the modes, whether or not I think it's worth your money. If you're looking for a real detailed review, I guess you can wait for like Skill Up. Does Skill Up even review Call of Duty? I don't even know. I guess you could wait for Ackman or Angry Joe. But then again, even though I have nothing but respect for these guys, they came out last year with Modern Warfare Deuce and said that that was a good Call of Duty. Maybe because that Call of Duty didn't have a skill gap. We have a skill gap over here. So their attitude might change towards this Call of Duty having a skill gap and being a lot of recycled content. So you might be able to trust that review this time. Like I said, I got nothing but love for those dudes. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's review channels out here that you guys will be able to watch at some point that will go into heavy detail with this game. This is just a quick review on this side. Alright, so long story short, sweet and to the point. The campaign sucks. The zombies is slightly less ass. And the multiplayer is actually fun. It's fun until skill-based matchmaking finds you. It could be your very first game on. It might be your 10th game on. But once skill-based matchmaking finds you, that's it, man. It's over. You're going to have one good game out of every 10 or 20 games. You might have a game where you can have a little bit of fun. The skill-based matchmaking in this game is the worst I've ever seen it in any shooter I've played, period. Any game I've played, period. I've never seen a worse matchmaking system than they have in this game. Predatory, demonic, satanic, toxic as hell. The matchmaking in this game is disgusting. And this game is most definitely a DLC. This game is more DLC than all the DLC you paid extra for that Bungie keeps taking away in Destiny. This game is a straight up DLC. I don't care what these shills gotta say. I don't care if you got a shill out there completely shilling out that looks like Ned Flanders telling you that this is not a DLC. When you actually get the game in your hands and you play it, you play the campaign, you play the multiplayer, you play the zombies, like, yeah, dude, this is a DLC. It should not be worth full price. The campaign is about 3 hours long, maybe 3.5, 4 hours tops, but you can stretch that out a little bit if you play on the hardest difficulty and you run around trying to get all the collectibles they have for each mission. Like they'll have different guns that you can pick up in different crates. They'll have streaks or whatever. So if you collect those 20 items or whatever it is, yeah, you can kind of stretch it out on the hardest difficulty, but the campaign is clearly rushed. It doesn't feel complete. When you make it to the end, you're just sitting there with your jaw on the floor and you're like, dude, what the fuck happened, man? Where's the rest of it? That's it? That was my, if you want to hear my reaction to it, I did a playthrough on this channel, a full playthrough. I think I broke it down in like 9 episodes. But the open combat missions could have been cool if they were something extra on top of a normal Call of Duty campaign. It would have worked if they handled these missions like they did in Black Ops 2. It's just completely optional. You just go and play them. If you're bored of the campaign, you completed it, but you still want to keep playing, you have those open combat missions. But the open combat missions, dude, it's just Warzone. It's just Warzone. You have a couple of objectives. The only difference is you're not dropping in with 100 other people. Now, the zombies over here, I think the zombies sucks. At least for solo players anyway. I can see the appeal if you partied up with some homies in a squad and you can get a little further on the map and there's other things that you can accomplish because you're on a 1 hour time limit. Once you hit that 1 hour, they give you 15 more minutes because the gas starts closing on you like Warzone, like a Battle Royale. The gas starts closing on you. You got 15 minutes to find yourself an exfil and get out. You can't just jump on this huge ass map. See, that's what I'm saying. They got this big ass map here for zombies and they don't give you the time to run around and enjoy it. pick up more contracts and explore more areas and check this out and go try to look for more schematics, because those are rare as hell to find. I could see how that could keep people grinding the game, but I could say, like, if you're somebody who enjoyed the DMZ mode over there in Modern Warfare, dude, or you're somebody who likes zombies but you weren't hardcore into it, it was like a mode that you would play sometimes, you were just a little bored of multiplayer, wait for a map pack back in the day in Black Ops 2 or whatever, or just you were tired of finding sweaty lobbies or something like that, you were having no luck with your lobbies in multiplayer, you'd go over to zombies and play that for a little bit. If you're somebody like that you weren't really hardcore zombies, but it was cool, especially when we got a new map, right? It was cool, you go play it for a bit. I could see you coming over here and have a little bit of fun with it, man, but it's literally, it's DMZ with some zombies on the map. That's it. You're on this big ass map and you got an hour to run around. It's definitely not your traditional zombies. Outbreak, in my opinion, was far superior because at least you had rounds in that mode. This takes a little bit from Outbreak, but it's mostly DMZ with zombies. The best way for you to enjoy this is to forget what you know about zombies before. Just if you loved that formula for zombies before, just forget all that. That's the only way you can jump in here and actually try to enjoy it. You're going to be running around a lot, trying to find action and shit, picking up contracts, and you got 1 hour to do it, this big ass map. The zombies definitely leaves a lot to be desired, especially for solo players. But now let's get into the multiplayer. The reason why everybody buys Call of Duty, the multiplayer, right? The big one. Yeah, this multiplayer is recycled as fuck, bro. There's nothing original here. Most of the guns in this game right now are Modern Warfare Deuce guns. The UI is Modern Warfare Deuce's UI. And if you guys been watching any videos on this game at all, you already know, you've heard it a million times by now, there's not a single original map in this game. None. They're all OG Modern Warfare 2 maps. Now, there is pros and cons to that. We know some of these maps are good. They play worse with the mechanics in the community that we have now. Things like spawn logic being broken and shit in this game makes these maps play a little bit worse. But we know there's some quality maps here. So, like I've said in videos before, I don't love it and I don't hate it that we have all OG MW2 maps, because I know I like some of these maps, but not to have a single original map with a brand new full price AAA, quote unquote AAA game, it feels unacceptable to me, man, at that price tag. Now we're getting a few new original maps, 6v6 maps with Season 1. But as of right now, there's basically nothing new in this game, man. It's all recycled shit. It's a DLC. Even the zombies map, it's a bunch of multiplayer maps, as well as the war map. We have one war map. And honestly, I think World War II's war mode was actually better, but I don't mind the war mode over here, though. It's all right, but you only have the one map, and how it works is you have 3 stages to it as you progress. The first map is Candor Hideout from Modern Warfare 2019. As you progress, you move into Crossfire from COD 4, and the third is Countdown from COD 4, but then you go underneath. So there is one part of the war map or war mode that's original underneath Countdown, but it's basically just all recycled shit, man. It's all content we've seen a million times before. We played a million times before. But with that said, the core multiplayer itself is actually fun. The movement, the gunplay itself, it's fantastic in this game. This probably is the best Call of Duty multiplayer we've had in years. The problem is it's being smothered by so much bullshit. You got that skill-based matchmaking. It's waiting to smack you in the damn face every time you sign on the game, man. It's right there. It's ugly as shit. It's not going to let you breathe. They sign you up for a professional tournament without your consent, just because you bought their game. But to add on top of that, this also might be the most phony Call of Duty we've ever played as well too, with your gunfights. Your gunfights feel straight rigged out here. You'll spawn right in front of an enemy and your back will you face him, he'll just shoot in the back. Or he'll spawn just right behind you and he'll shoot you in the back. Like, the spawns are completely broken in this game. The hit detection is a mess at times. Your aim will just be going all over the place. You'll be able to aim at anything you want on the map except for the enemy standing right in front of you. Your aim is going all over the place like a windshield wiper, or it's straight up aim resist. The game literally at points won't let you aim at your target. You're fighting your controller. You're trying to get it to move over to the target that's standing right in front of you. It won't let you do that. By that time, it's skill-based matchmaking. You already know that enemy took you out, right? Before you had a chance to correct it, you're trying to correct it. That enemy already got you, man. Just put your controller down and wait to respawn, because you ain't got a chance. The aim resist is real. The hit detection is flawed at times. Some perks only work sometimes when they want to. Your aim going all over the place. A lot of phony shit going on in this game. But when you're not being hit with that bullshit, when you're not being hit with that cheese, this is the best core multiplayer we've had in years in Call of Duty, in my opinion. For me personally, I cannot recommend this game at that price. If you're a hardcore multiplayer Call of Duty junkie, you already bought this game. You're not waiting for this video for me. If you're somebody who's just been on the fence about it, you kind of like Call of Duty or whatever, you want to play something new, I would say you're probably best off waiting for this game to be half off or something. If you find it half off, or if you find like a second-hand copy somewhere, go ahead and pick it up, man. If you get it for half price, yeah, you'll get some worth there until you get the skill-based matchmaking and all the rigged gunfights and everything else, all the frustrations that come with Call of Duty. Start pulling your fucking hair out. But at the end of the day, yes, this DLC is recycled as hell and possibly might be the best Call of Duty we've had in years. And at the same time, I can't recommend it at that price. I just can't. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on that next one.